Bobby Kevin here from Studio MMA and MMA Nyt with Scott Coker. Scott, today you just had a press conference and you announced that Henderson and Fedor is actually going to happen. Can you tell me, I mean, it's been a rumor the past month on the websites, different websites. How come you waited so long?
Well, here's the thing, I know what happens. The fighters' camps start talking and saying this fight's going to happen. But as you guys know, in the media, how many times have you said, announce a fight and the fight didn't happen or it changed or something, else happened? Because I see that all the time. But until we can get it inked and everything on paper, it's really not official. So what you're hearing out there is the unofficial internet chatter, and what we're announcing is the official bout. So I think that's what you're hearing. So it could have changed, right? This thing wasn't inked until a couple days ago. So be careful.
Do you have other fights set for that fight card?
We do, but we're going to announce it probably in the next couple weeks.
Until then, more rumors online?
Many rumors. It's going to be fantastic. So we're going to focus on the June 18th fight card, So that I'm happy to talk about. But, Fedor, I can tell you this. The commitment of Strikeforce to put on great fights is there. And, Showtime is our broadcast partner. And, they've been great partners. And they always expect and demand us to have a top lineup. And you'll see a top lineup for the July 30th fight card as well.
Will Henderson now surrender his light heavyweight belt?
No, he's not fighting at a lightweight division. I mean, light heavyweight. He's fighting at. He's moving up. Yeah, this fight's at 220. Dan, I bet you Dan weigh 210. Because he's not a big guy, but he said, "Look, I'll fight him and let's get it on." So we put the fight together.
And can you tell me a little bit about now Fedor spoke in New York right after his fight that he wanted to retire, and now you signed him again for Henderson.
You know how it is. I mean, a fighter after he fights, and he wasn't. It wasn't so much he was defeated, but the doctor stopped the fight. Remember? Yeah. I think if it went to the third round, Fedor looked like he could go. Antonio Silva looked tired to me, so you never know what could have happened. So he was a little bit sad, and we talked to him about 3 weeks after that, and he felt a little better, and we put the fight together, and so he's ready to fight. I mean, Fedor is a fighter. Is what he's done for how long? I mean, 15 years now. So he's quite a legend in the sport. And anytime he fights in the cage, it's a special occasion, I feel.
Now let's go talk about Verdum and Overeem. How is it going right now with the ticket sales for the event?
Yes, I mean, it's going very well, and we're expecting a good packed house in Dallas, and I think Dallas is a great MMA market. As you know, Gina Carano's on that fight card, making her comeback. So, and then we announced the HDNet broadcast tonight with KJ Nunes, and he's going to fight Jorge Masvidal. And Justin Wilcox, our challengers fighter, will be fighting on the bigger show for the first time, and he'll be fighting JZ Cavalcante. So it's going to be some great fights, and the winner of maybe those will mix it up and see what happens, and see maybe the winner, whoever looks better. Those two fights can fight Gilbert.
Have you guys changed anything since New York with the heavyweight tournament?
Nope. Same brackets, same thing. Everything is the same. Yeah. So.
What about the whole production? It will still look the same.
Yeah, it should look the same. Yeah, compared to what everybody's used to seeing on Showtime.
And you just mentioned Gilbert. Who will he face?
Yeah, we're going to wait to see how those two fights happen, and then we're going to decide who he fights. But on June 18th, on the undercard on HDNet, that you're going to see those two fights unfold, and we'll take it from there. Because you never know what's going to happen, and then. But I think one of those two fighters will end up fighting Gilbert Melendez.
So there's no chance that Gilbert's going to move to UFC or any.
No, here's the thing. Let me just dispel that rumor. As Strikeforce has its own business to operate. We have a television contract. We got great sponsorships. We got great fighters in a contract. We got great fights, and we have good live gates. We had in Chicago, I think we had 12,000, 13,000 people there. In San Diego, I think we had 9,000 people. I mean, we were able to go out there and sell tickets and have a good business. So we have our obligations to fulfill, and Gilbert's in our plans, and all of our fighters that fight for Strikeforce are going to fight for Strikeforce.
Just two more questions about just that. Okay. I know we keep reinforcing everything is gonna just be the same, but can you just tell me about Nick Diaz?
Right.
About what is his future matchup?
I mean, he's we have a fight. Tyron Woodley's going to fight somebody in the summertime. We haven't announced it yet, and I can't tell you guys right now. But probably the winner of that fight will fight Nick Diaz at some point.
Now we had a rumor in Sweden about Mike Goldberg and maybe Joe Rogan is going to start commenting for Strikeforce.
Oh, you know what? I didn't hear that rumor, so I have not heard that rumor yet. So
It's not true.
I don't believe it's true because in this relationship with Showtime,
Yeah.
they handle all the production elements, including the broadcast.
Tell me about tonight. Now that we're standing here at UFC 130.
All I can say is this: I think there's going to be some upsets tonight. Yeah, I think you'll see a couple upsets tonight.
Which one?
I don't want to say because I know these guys. They're friends of mine, but I think you have some upsets. So, I think it's going to be entertaining.
Just one last question. Herschel Walker.
Yes.
Is he going to face Mark Coleman?
That fight has not been put together, and Herschel does not have any fights planned. He's not in training, but I'll tell you this: amazing ambassador for MMA.
Yeah.
I consider him a personal friend, and when and if he ever wants to get back into MMA fighting, he'll be welcome in Strikeforce.
Thank you so much, Scott Coker.